Welcome to part 3 of our essay writing video series. Part 3 looks at the body paragraph. I hope you will remember that we are using a sample essay question, is homework for school students harmful or helpful? And we are showing you through a sample essay the process of essay writing. In our last part of this video series, we looked at the introductory paragraph, so here it is again for you. And in yellow you have the thesis statement. Homework is more harmful than helpful. Directly following that you have 3 reasons which are all part of your outline. So here we have again the thesis statement and the 3 arguments, if you like, the 3 reasons for why you believe homework is more harmful than helpful. So let's take the first one. Body paragraph 1 takes argument or reason 1, looking at the way homework can interfere with playtime. The other 2 arguments will be dealt with in order in paragraphs 2 and then paragraph 3 for argument 3. The first part of your body paragraph is the topic sentence. Now, each of our body paragraphs are dealing with one problem each. Therefore, the topic for our first paragraph is that we are looking at the first problem. Now, the controlling idea, meaning what you must focus on in the paragraph, is that homework stops children from playing. You have to ask yourself, why is this a problem? Why is it a problem to stop children from playing? You've got to answer that for your reader. You must persuade your reader to see the problems inherent in stopping children from playing. So what are they? Firstly, children exercise when they play, so making children stay inside and do homework, stopping them from playing, means that they don't get the exercise they need. Secondly, children learn when they play. And again, if you stop them from playing by making them do lots and lots of homework, you are actually interfering with their learning. How did I know this? Well, if you remember, back in part 1 of the video series, we must do a lot of reading. We read what the evidence is out there about homework. And in our reading, we found overwhelming evidence of the problems of homework. And the information about how homework stops children from playing and the importance of that, we found in 3 articles. So here are the 3 sentences that were key information from 3 different articles. So you can see we have Pressman et al. Means Pressman was the first author and there were more than 3 other authors. Pressman et al.'s article was written in 2015. Then we had McHugh, who wrote his or her paper in 2016. Pistorova and Slutska wrote their paper in 2018. Okay, so we have created our topic sentence, and that obviously goes first. It's important as a writer that you explain for your reader what you're thinking or what you're arguing. So if we are going to claim that homework stops children from playing, we need to explain how. So our next sentence is an explanation sentence in green, explaining that often teachers think that homework will only take a short time, but in fact it can take much longer. Now if you state that, that is good information, a good explanation, but you need to show how you know that. So you need to place evidence into your body paragraph. So here we are using the information from the Pressman et al. Article written in 2015. Now we are including the page number because we are giving a quotation. That means we've taken the sentence exactly from the article and we've placed it in inverted commas or quotation marks. So what did Pressman et al. Find? They found that contrary to the 10-minute rule, primary school children received about 3 times the recommended load of homework. So that backs up our claim that teachers think they are only giving a short amount of homework, but it often takes longer than they expect. So this is good. We've set up, we've argued how homework stops children from playing. And now we have to give our argument as to why that's a problem. And basically we want to look at 2 things. Children need play for health and learning. So we need to put in our argument and then explain it and give evidence. So we've made our argument. Let's explain in green. Obviously, when children play, they move their bodies and get good exercise as they chase one another around. Do we have some evidence for this? Yes, we do. McHugh, published in 2016 on page 95, notes, globally, the increase in energy-dense foods and, now this is the important part, a decrease in physical activity contribute to obesity. Obesity being serious overweightness. Therefore, we have a real problem for children's health. Now, we said above that we were looking at health and learning, so now it's time for learning. And we have this sentence which picks up our argument. We say, well, there we are, play is important for health, but also, here's our second argument, children learn to ask questions and think critically when they play. Now, we could have an explanation, but you don't always have to have an explanation. But we certainly want to back it up with our evidence. So here we have, rather than using a quotation, in this time I've done a paraphrase. So basically, Pistorova and Slutsker in 2018 are basically telling us that children learn to ask questions and think critically when they play. And this is vital for future learning. If you want to, you don't always have to include a concluding sentence, but if you want to, you can. So in this example, our concluding sentence says, it is important not to stop children's playtime by giving them homework. And this reflects back to our topic sentence.